What is good, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to have the best movement in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, whether that's jump shotting, drop shotting, any movement for any situation when you should be doing it and when you shouldn't be doing it. Before we get into that, my clothing brand is actually doing a drop today. As you're watching this, we're releasing 3 shirts and 2 hats. Let me show you them real quick. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. It's a gray shirt. Last but not least, the blue one. The Japan Archives capsule. And yes, these shirts are oversized, so I normally wear a medium in shirts, but I'm wearing a small right now, and this is where it goes down to. So I recommend getting a size down. I'll leave the link in the description in the comments so you can go check it out if you want to purchase one. If you do, thank you. If not, if you just like it the way it looks, let me know in the comments and enjoy the video. And what better way to make a video than live in a pub, since private matches are broken? I tried to start it up and just kept getting dev air. So let's talk about the first movement right here, which is going to be the jump shot and why it's important to jump shot. So when you're sprinting and you jump out like this, you have to make sure you're running and you're pre-aiming, like you're pretty much pre-aiming before you're even looking around the corner. So run, jump, pre-aim. Because if you do it slower than that, usually in Call of Duties, the jump shot would be very good. Unfortunately, in this game, it got nerfed a little bit. So when you actually run, sprint, and jump out, it's like 300% slower than if you just sprint and jump. So jump shotting as we know it is not as good as it once was. It's still good to do sometimes here and there if you're catching someone really off guard. That's why you have to aim in an ADS very quickly while in the middle of your jump. So run, sprint, jump around the corner, and then get the kill. Don't die like I just did, but I was already hurt. So that's the way you want to jump shot effectively in this game. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I would say you don't do it as much as you would in other CODs though. Like, don't make it your main movement, because if you do, you're honestly going to get a lot more damage taken and get killed a lot more than if you did it less. So highly recommend you do not use the jump shot as your main movement mechanic, but I will be telling you some movement mechanics that you should be using instead of the jump shot. Now let's talk about my favorite movement in Modern Warfare 2. It's by far the best movement. It is insane. I personally do not know why it is so good. I don't know what changes, but when you lay down like that and you drop shot, oh my god, the drop shot is back. And I did not think we were gonna have the drop shot back in COD ever. We have the drop shot back now, and it feels so good. Literally, when it lays down, it feels like you get more aim assist and your gun does more damage. And you can do it out of sprint too. You don't just have to camp and lay down like this and pre-aim. You can literally sprint around a corner like this, drop shot. Oh, well, that guy's one shot. Is someone gonna push me? Everything. Someone's gonna push me. Yep, someone pushing me right there. Someone's up there. Oh, I'm getting rocketed at the face. But you could do a quick drop shot too, which is really effective. All you have to do is pull back on your left analog stick, and it will allow you to drop really quickly, and you're right into the mix. And that's just the habit of me jump shotting. So I'm still in the habit of jump shotting. I'm trying to get it out of my arsenal the whole way, but it hasn't gone just yet. Because we've been jump shotting for so long. But for some reason, the drop shot is just so dang good in this game that is the main movement you should be doing. The drop shot, you can lay down and camp a corner if you want to be a camper with your LMG or your AR, or you can just sprint on the map. When you see someone, drop shot. You see another person, you can just pretty much keep snaking up and down like this, and then you drop shot like that. Bang. And your gun is just so accurate and stuff. And you don't really have to worry about headshot multiplier, because usually in other games, you would get destroyed by the headshot multiplier. And the headshot multiplier is still bad in this game. But when you drop in this game, the guns are so clunky for other characters or other players that they won't see you because of how clunky the guns are, which is why it's also good to lay down, because you're pretty much getting out of their sight when you do lay down. And that's why it's so effective. So my number one thing to do is definitely to lay on your belly, prone, drop shot all the time. So just get used to that movement. Just sprint around, aim in, drop. Spin around, aim in, drop. Sprint around, aim in, drop. Spin around, aim in, drop. That's a sub up close, so he's gonna win that gunfight most of the time. But drop shotting is the best movement you can do in Modern Warfare 2. Oh. And now let's talk about the Dolphin Dive, because this is an interesting one. When should you and when should you not be dolphin diving? So dolphin diving in this game is more so of a mechanic to get away, not a mechanic to engage a fight. Because if you dive like this, you can't shoot while you're diving midair, and then you're gonna have to land, and it still takes a little bit of time for your gun to pull up. So the best time to dolphin dive is, let's say I go around this corner. Well, let me find someone to kill. Where are, oh, someone's about to be here. Let's say that guy hit me and I'm one shot, but I need a cross and I'm hurt right now. I'll dolphin dive around the corner so that they won't kill me. Because if you just sprint across like this, they have a way better chance of hitting you with bullets instead of if you just dive. because when you dive, you're flying through the air pretty quickly, and it's really effective. Even dolphin diving into the water is actually really good as well. So use the dolphin diving not as a mechanic to engage a gunfight, but use it as a defensive one to get away from a gunfight and get behind a head glitch. Right here, bang, I'm hurt. Dive behind this, come back out, get the kill. Easy. So remember, guys, repeat it with me. Dolphin dive for defense. Dolphin dive, not good for offense. Another very effective but simple mechanic in this game is just going to be the sprint to aiming down sights. Sprint to fire speed. And now that's also going to depend on the weapon you use. If your weapon of choice is an SMG, you're going to absolutely love to just sprint out and kill people. If your weapon is an AR or an LMG, it's a lot slower to aim down sight with these weapons compared to an SMG. Wait, hold up. Someone's coming around the corner. Oh, my teammates got him. Nice. Good work, teammates. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. But the reason the sprint to fire speed is better is because it's quicker than the jump shotting around this game. Jump shotting is 300% slower than when you just run and sprint out of fire. So I don't know why they did that, because usually the jump shot is like the Call of Duty games want you to like incorporate more movement into it, whether it's the slide cancel or the jump shot. But the sprint to fire or the sprint to ADS is super important. So all you do is sprint and you aim in, sprint, aim in, send your aim, bang. What you want to do is you want to try and break cameras as well. And what I mean by that is just sprint around the corner. Oh, well, sprint around. Let me do that again. Just sprint around the corner like this, bang. Sprint around the corner like this, bang. And it pretty much makes it so the other person doesn't see you as quick as you see them. So you'll be able to get the first shot off and be ready for them before they're ready for you. If any of you guys, if I have some COD OGs here that played in like Black Ops 2, they remember just how dominant the drop shot was. And I don't know why. I don't know why they really changed it. But now, basic movements like laying down prone. Oh, I just completely whiffed. I stopped shooting. Basic movements like laying down prone and coming out of sprint normally are the most effective ones in this game. So I don't know if they're doing that to make the games easier or exactly what the reason is. I do not know the answer to that, but it just is the better movement than the jump shot. So RIP the jump shot. What was the last game it was really good in? I mean, even in Vanguard, it was, it was okay in Vanguard. It was better to slide cancel. But RIP the jump shot, everyone. Just sprint around corners and aim down sights. And now let's talk about so many people's favorite movements, whether it's multiplayer or Warzone, the slide cancel. The slide cancel. Wow, they really butchered our boy. They really butchered our boy with the slide cancel. It is crazy. Because in MW, it was gotta like to slide cancel. In Vanguard, gotta like to slide cancel. But in this game, oh my god, you are a sitting duck. And yes, there is ways you can slide cancel. There's some button combos where you can like slide aim in, hit Y, slide aim in, beat down, and do all that stuff. But even when you do that, you move so slow that you're such an easy target. You're so easy to shoot. You're so easy to kill. Because you're the most important thing in Call of Duty when you're playing multiplayer is to be moving quickly. To make the other person have to keep their aim centered on you, and you just don't do that when you slide. Like when you slide, it's really just a slow slide like that. And you have to slowly pull your gun up. Even when you do all like the aim down sight, beat down, and everything to make it a little bit faster, it's still not worth it compared to the other movement in this game. So if you're sliding around corners and you have the bad habit of still sliding around corners or just sliding in general, I would recommend you take it out. Because it's not even good to slide around a corner like that to try and get away from something. Unless a new slide does get figured out that's very fast. Because the slide right now, you could slide, it's just not very fast. And you need a lot of speed and momentum with the slide to make it effective. So, highly recommend you take the slide cancel out of your game for the time being. And you pretty much just go to the sprint shot or just the drop shot. Sometimes the jump shot, but that even shouldn't be used that much either. So, I don't know, maybe one day they'll do an update to do the slide cancel or fix the slide cancel, because it was everyone's favorite movement for Warzone in the past couple of games. But let me know what you think. Do you miss the slide cancel? Do you hate the slide cancel? Are you glad it's gone? Or what do you think of the movement in Modern Warfare 2?